Hi everyone, so in this video I will be responding to Dragsaw's response video to MegaDoopTV's response video to Phantom Strider. Now before I start responding, please keep in mind that the video was split into two parts, so I will be responding to both parts. And also, please keep in mind that this video is not supposed to spread the hate on anyone or anything. Like, I do not hate Dragsaw, or Phantom Strider, or Life Strider, or any of those channels. I do not hate any of the channels that are featured in this video. Please keep that in mind. Okay, so let's start responding, shall we? Now, I do think that he has made some really good points in his video, but I still think it's really bad.
It's one thing to take some time out and chill. We all need that. But this desire in the characters to do absolutely nothing and accept whatever happens in this world just annoys me to no end.
What do you mean that they just accept what happens in their world? A lot of the conflict comes from them trying to fix or deal with some of the weird shit that happens to them. In fact, the episode Just Set Up the Chairs is a good example of this, in which they literally fight a fucking devil monster that shoots lasers out of its eyes.
Not even slightly close.
Yes, the regular show episode Just Set Up the Chairs is a good example of this, because it's one of those episodes that proves that they don't just accept whatever happens in their world in regular show. Because, like he said, in that episode, they literally fight a devil monster that shoots lasers out of its eyes.
Didn't you say that Mordecai and Rigby are slackers just 40 seconds ago? And that they are lazy? And you're supposed to like them for that?
When the heck did MegaDoopTV say that you have to like a character because of the point of their character? When the heck did he ever say that in the video?
But this is one of those cartoons I personally am just unable to see the brilliance in.
Why do I have to get stuck with Jughead?
And the #1 cartoon I hate that everyone else likes is Ed and Eddie. I hate Ed and Eddie.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I know this is a very biased thing to say, but Phantom Strider's hate on Ed and Eddie is why I don't like his top 5 cartoons he hates but everyone else likes video. I know that's a very biased thing to say, but still, I think his list is really, really bad.
The cartoon from the geniuses behind Brothers Grunt about the 3 kids trying to get jawbreakers all the time?
So, most people who grew up watching this show probably didn't even know about the Brothers Grunt, and even if they did, that shouldn't matter.
It should matter a lot. What a person did in the past is likely going to be represented in their memes, especially in art. People can change creatively, but with something as horrible as Brothers Grunt, you should be a little apprehensive.
No, it shouldn't matter because, like MegaDoopTV said, most people who grew up watching Ed and Eddie probably didn't even know about the Brothers Grunt. Heck, I saw Ed and Eddie when I was little. I saw some of Ed and Eddie when I was, little, when I was younger, and I didn't even know about the Brothers Grunt until I first saw Phantom Strider's Top 10 Worst Cartoons video.
I cannot understand what people like about this cartoon at all.
Well, they like it because of the humor, the writing, and the plot lines that occur in the show.
Such as what?
Dude, he shouldn't have to give examples because it's easy to understand why a lot of people really like Ed and Eddie. Like he said, he likes it because, a lot of people like Ed and Eddie because of the humor, the writing, and the plot lines that occur in the show. It's not that hard to understand.
All the characters are just backstabbing and nasty to one another.
Well, yeah, but that's the point.
Oh, so these characters are reprehensible, but it's okay that they're reprehensible because they did it on purpose.
Again, he is not saying that you have to like a character because of the point of their character. That's not what he's saying. He's only saying, the point, he's only saying that, that's the point because Phantom Strider doesn't really seem to get the point. I mean, sure, he could be hating that stuff. Sure, he could be hating the characters of Ed and Eddie because of the character, but still.
I found Eddie obnoxious and nasty and money-driven.
Dude, that is his character, though. That's that's the point of his character, that he's an obnoxious, greedy asshole. And that's also where most of his humor comes from.
You do realize how ridiculous you sound, right? I don't know what you're missing. Strider is saying he doesn't like Eddie because of his character, but you say that's because of it's in character with him, so you're supposed to like it.
For the last time, he is not saying that you have to like a character because of the point of their character. That's not what he's saying. I'm not going to say it again in this video. And also, here's the thing though. Phantom Strider doesn't like Ed and A because it's mean-spirited. And that's a pretty hypocritical opinion. Because you know why? He actually loves Looney Tunes when that's like more mean-spirited than Ed and A. And like Ed and A, it's supposed to be mean-spirited. So, oh my gosh. Like, he even put Looney Tunes at #1 on his top 6 best American cartoons video. I mean, seriously, how come so many people complain about Ed and A, like, about shows like Ed and A and, like, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends for being mean-spirited, yet they just ignore the fact that Looney Tunes is, like, even more mean-spirited than, like, both of those shows. I seriously don't get it.
Double D's okay, but he's always being manipulated by Eddie.
Didn't you say earlier that you found all of the 3 Eds unlikable? Now you think Double D is okay? I mean, seriously, do you even watch your videos?
This might be the most valid point he makes, but it's still very bungled.
No, that is definitely not MegaDoopTV's most valid point in his response video to Phantom Strider.
The entire premise for each episode is just, what's the make money from Jawbreakers? Then they somehow lose it. And that got old within half an episode.
Not really, and it's at this point where I realize that you barely watch this show. There have been very few episodes in which they gain any money at all, and there have been many episodes where the main plot has barely anything to do with gaining money. Here is just a small list of some of these episodes. You can look up the plots yourself.
Oh yeah, these were some of the most well-loved, well-received episodes of the show.
When did he ever say that those were the most loved and well-received episodes of Ed and Eddie?
Sorry, Wrong Ed, what a classic.
Are you seriously one of those people who hates Sorry Wrong Ed because it's mean-spirited and just ignores the fact that Looney Tunes is even more mean-spirited? Seriously?
Not to mention how short this list is. There's only 21 entries. Either you were too lazy to find more episodes, or these were actually all the episodes where money wasn't involved.
So 21 episodes isn't enough to prove his point that Ed and A, like not every episode of Ed and A is about them trying to get money from the other kids in the cul-de-sac?
The show was on for 10 years, bro. Over 130 episodes. Are you telling me this is all you could find? You're not helping your case in defending this show.
Yes, he is helping his case in defending his show. You just don't get it.
The setting is always their badly drawn, mucus-colored neighborhood.
And that is a problem. Why? I mean, this just seems like a really pointless nitpick.
Yeah, I mean, why would how a cartoon looks visually be important?
Clearly, MegaDoopTV is saying that it's a pointless nitpick because like the setting shouldn't matter that much in cartoons.
Also, they had the school as a setting too, so it's not like it's just the neighborhood.
Yeah, these school settings, man, wow, that is fucking visually interesting. The school setting is not the main setting, the cul-de-sac is, and for most of the early episodes, it's always the cul-de-sac. They didn't introduce the school setting until later in the series, and the majority of the series takes place in the cul-de-sac.
The bully.
When did MegaDoopTV say that the school setting was interesting and was like the main setting in the show? He's saying that they had the school as a setting because Phantom Strider said that the neighborhood is the only setting in the show, which is wrong.
Expecting a show like Ed and Eddie to have character development is stupid because it is a slapstick comedy.
Alright, you at home, just on your computer, just pause it and read this, and then unpause it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, that is not character development in the slightest, because it's the last time we saw Kevin. They don't do anything else with Kevin's development because the series culminated in the movie. So Strider complaining that Kevin is not funny or likable or clever in his writing and is just a bully to be a bully is invalid because at the very, very last minute of the series, they make an obligatory minute character development because it was the end of the series, and they had to.
Yes, that is character development because it added more to Kevin's character, and it made his character development more interesting. Like, it added to Kevin's character, it made it more interesting because, like, in the series, he usually, like, picks on the Eds. Like, he hates the Eds because they're scammers, and they tick him off.
The show isn't trying to tell a deep story or anything like that.
Okay, it really doesn't need to. This would all be acceptable if it was funny, but Strider thinks it fails because the show is not funny, and so he's left with the option of searching for something else to like about it.
But what MegaDoopTV is saying is that you can't expect a slapstick comedy show like Ed, Edd n Eddy to have a lot of character development. Like, because he said that because Phantom Strider seems to expect Kevin to have some character development, which Kevin actually does.
Case in point, The Amazing World of Gumball. They do this perfectly. And there's actual variety in it, and...
So let me get this straight. You're saying that Ed, Edd n Eddy has no variety when MegaDoopTV clearly gave a few examples of it having variety? What?
But the reason why Strider doesn't like Ed, Edd n Eddy's characters is because they're so bitter, their voices are annoying, they're boring, irritating, and not funny. And
still doesn't change the fact that Phantom Strider got some stuff wrong about Ed, Edd n Eddy.
You contradicted yourself so frequently that it's bizarre. You follow a logic that it can't even remotely identify. And you deserve all of those dislikes. And all of those likes are just from people stupid enough to be holding their device upside down.
No. MegaDoopTV does not deserve those dislikes because MegaDoopTV does not deserve those dislikes because, like I said, he made some really, really good points in the video, especially at the Ed, Edd n Eddy part. I mean, sure, he might have gotten some points wrong, and he might have, like, missed the point. Like, he might have, like, got something wrong about Phantom Strider. He might have, like, gotten at least, like, something wrong about Phantom Strider's opinion, like, in his video, but still, he made some really good points in his response video to Phantom Strider, so he does not deserve all those dislikes. I'm also pretty sure that those likes on that video are, like, not from people stupid enough to hold the device upside down.
There is nothing you do right in this video, even on the most superficial level.
Yes, there are certain things he does right in that video.
Your points are horrendous and embarrassing. The editing is shit. You stuttered like a child. The audio balancing was non-existent. The download of Strider's video is low quality. And I find it so ironic that you call the video Phantom Strider Doesn't Get It, when you miss the points he makes so badly that it goes past the point of laughable and actually sad and pathetic. You were the one that was missing the points.
1. His points were not horrendous. 2. His editing was pretty good. 3. You're complaining about his audio quality being inconsistent when your audio quality isn't that good either, hypocrite. Now, Dragsaw, I'm sorry if I was being a little too harsh on you in this video. In fact, I'm sorry if I was being a little too harsh on anyone in this video. I really am. But still, you and Phantom Strider don't seem to get certain points, while MegaDoopTV does. Okay, right now, I'll just end the video with the final thoughts. Okay. So, yeah, okay, the video was really, really bad. I mean, he made some really bad points. He was being hypocritical about the audio quality part. He was possibly being hypocritical about this kid's cartoons being mean-spirited thing. And, oh my gosh, his points were just so bad. Like, really bad. Really bad, in my opinion. Really bad, in my opinion. Okay, I will put, I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to spread the hate on anyone or anything in this video. Like, it's not supposed to be offensive to anyone. I'm sorry if I was being a little too harsh on anyone in this video. But still, his response video was just really bad in my opinion. Okay. Well, that is it for this video, everyone. Bye, and thanks for watching.